Hi, everybody that's watching us here on TV on Tuka. Once again, we brought you guys another exciting news, a Christmas special. Today, I'm here with Brother Joe, explaining us a really, really nice program that's helping out so many people around the world. The name of the program, my brother here is going to explain to you. So, welcome, Brother Joe.
Thank you. Yes, Mending the Soul is an organization that really started with the idea of a book, and it grew around the book. The the problem that the founders, Steve and Celesta Tracy, so Steve Tracy is a seminary professor and an author, and his wife Celesta is a counselor. And the problem that they found was that churches knew a lot about theology, but churches weren't doing very much in helping the abused, abuse victims, trauma victims, and people who've suffered trauma that doesn't go away with just a simple Bible verse and a couple of nice words. So Steve got to working on a book that was theologically informed, also psychologically informed, so biblically sound, psychologically informed teaching that would enable churches and lay people to walk folks through a group in which they could start to heal from their trauma. Celesta had a thriving counseling practice, but she wasn't able to keep up with all the people that she was needing to serve. And so they created a model of helping healed people heal more people. And this ministry has grown from a book called Mending the Soul, and the website for the organization is mendingthesoul.org. From the book and from the trainings, from the workbook, which people use in Mending the Soul groups, it's just organically grown, where Steve and Celesta have worked with people doing work with trafficking, sex trafficking victims. Steve has been to the Democratic Republic of Congo on more than one occasion to work with people who've been through trauma there in all the rebellion and civil war. So people have asked Steve to come. Hey, can you do a training here? Hey, can you do a training there? So there's all kinds of churches in Los Angeles and Texas. It started in Phoenix, but it's just spread all over the U.S. organically, and even into parts of Africa. And I believe there have been trainings in Europe and in Mexico and probably South America. I'm not sure of all the places that trainings have been done, but it's just really grown, because what Mending the Soul folks have found is that there is such a need for a solid biblical teaching on what the Bible says about abuse and how you can be healed from abuse from a biblical perspective, but also keeping in track of what happens in the mind and the body when there is trauma and there's abuse. So that they've put all that together, and again, it's just grown by leaps and bounds.
Thank you, Brother Joe. Now, we're here at the Reconciliation Church here in Phoenix, Arizona. How many, I know you mentioned a couple of churches that you guys been in California, and you originally started here in Phoenix, and you also been some part in Africa as well. So how did you guys come in contact with the pastor here at Reconciliation Church of God?
Well, Steve, having been to the Congo, and I think the fact that he knew Swahili, and he knew someone in, I believe, Washington, D.C., who was working with Pastor Guy, and he was needing some legal advice, and somehow that lawyer got Steve and Pastor Guy in touch. I'm not exactly sure the story, but it's something like that. And so they got in touch, and Pastor Guy being in Phoenix and Steve Tracy having been in Phoenix, not anymore, but having been here, they were aware of some real needs in the church, and so they wanted to help the widows and orphans in the church. And so there was originally contact involving some legal matter, for adoption for Pastor Guy, but then it grew into something more just helping the church.
Okay. Now, you guys say you guys originally started here in Phoenix. How many churches or organizations have you guys helped out throughout Phoenix itself?
I wish I knew the number. I don't know numbers, but I know that there are dozens of churches in the Phoenix area that have gone through Mending the Soul, either hosted groups or done trainings, but then it's really spread way past Phoenix.
Okay, thank you. For those who are watching today, if anybody out there that's watching, how will they want to get in contact with Mending the Soul, or is there any needing or helping that Mending the Soul wants from people, or how do people go about contacting you guys?
Very good. The website is mendingthesoul.org, and you can see what the organization is about. You can donate online if you would like to donate. You can find out more about the book. You can find out more about where groups are being held. If you'd like to be a part of a group that is looking to help people heal from abuse or trauma, then you can find a group in your area. And let's see, what else could you do? If someone is feeling like they want to be a part of helping others heal from abuse and trauma, perhaps they haven't had a lot of abuse and trauma in their own life, but they want to really help others. They have a heart for counseling and a heart for helping. The first thing to do really is to go through one of those groups, even as a participant, just to see what it's like as a participant, and then to go from there and work into perhaps getting into leading groups on your own.
Okay. Thank you. Now, another question that came back my mind: would you guys only help offering mothers with no husbands, or do you guys help also children? What kind of people do you guys help out? Do you help teenagers, single mothers, single family? What kind of people do you guys help?
Great question. We do groups for all adult age groups, all demographics. Men, women, older, younger, married, single, widowed, divorced. There's even a teen curriculum that's oriented towards folks who are in the younger set. And there's also another curriculum that's very much oriented towards those who've been abused in the sex trafficking industry. So there's a huge range. I mean, abuse is not confined to any one type of, single moms or anything like that, even though there are certain demographics where it's more common. But abuse, one of the first premises of the book is that abuse is rampant. Abuse is everywhere. We live in a fallen world, and we need healing through God's healing, through Jesus Christ. And so the groups go for really every type of person, and again, into the teen years.
Thank you, Brother Joe. Another question I was going to ask is, are you guys the only people that organize things, or do you have people everywhere in each state and all back in the Congo, people who are doing this, or is it just you guys here?
Another good question. We're based in Phoenix as far as the overall, central administration and everything. But when people get trained and go through groups, they're then qualified to lead groups. We try not to create too many roadblocks for people to do their own groups. I believe also as well, Steve is training folks in the Congo to really create a satellite there that will help train a lot of folks who are coming from not just Congo, but anywhere really Western Africa. So,
All right, and then for those who did not listen to what we're just talking with Brother Joe today, I have my brother Moise who will be translating what exactly we said today. Brother Moise, the main journalist, many of you guys have seen him around. He usually does a lot of great mission, is a really big journalist. If you guys haven't found out who he is, watch previous video. He's a really great journalist. Brother Moise, could you please tell us could you please explain to the world what exactly we were talking about here?
Merci mingi ndeko Trésor Lolika pe balandio nyonso bazolanda biso vraiment mbote nano na pesibino lelo tozana mokolo ya isengo lelo tomoni soki bozotala sima na biso bilili eza sima awa tozwi bado kouta na bandeko baye kotala Église na biso ya Reconciliation Church lelo tozana isengo parce que bayaki kotala ba mama ba veuve pe bayelaki bana bakado ya Christmas bakado eza na kati wana na kati ya église pe misusu bozomona sima na biso awa bomona lokola Walmart bazoteka biloko me eza koteka te eza bakado oyo bayeli Reconciliation Church ya pastor na biso Pasteur Guy Bolamba. Merci beaucoup ndeko Trésor pe eloko kaka na koyebisa na bato oyo nyonso bazolanda biso vraiment lelo eza bénédiction na biso eza parce que oyebi ndako oyo eyambaka bapaya te ezalaka na bénédiction te mais biso toyambi bapaya kouta mosika mindele baye kotala nini église na biso vraiment tolobi Dieu merci nzambe akumama parce que azo continuer kosala miracle na kati église na biso vraiment merci à trop.
Merci for Moise. Thank you all for who are watching us. Happy holiday and Merry Christmas to you all.
We're very thankful for whoever organized the bikes. We really appreciate everything. Thank you very much and God bless.
And we really appreciate for everything they give to us. We just telling them not to stop and keep doing them whatever they did for us to other people. Thanks.
Nafurahi sana hawa bandugu yetu wanatuletea makinga wa Amerika. Tunashukuru, tunapiga asante. Na tunashukuru tena juu ya pastor wetu hilo lika ndio yeye anatuma roba tunaomba watu watuingie ndani. Tunasema asante sana, tunashukuru sana. Asante sana, Mungu akubarikie pastor, uendelee kuishi na mapendo. Tena tunasema tunabarikia Amerika, Mungu abarikie Amerika yenyewe tu. Asante sana, mimi Jonathan Nzigire mtoto wa
Jina Nzibire Badesire. Mimi nafurahi sana na msaada yenye nimepata leo hii hapa, na watoto wangu wanapata makinga na mimi napata chakula ya watoto, na mimi nashukuru pastor wetu hapa Pasteur Guy na mama Pasteur Fina. Tunashukuru sana na msaada na mapendo yenye tunapata mwa hii Amerika, vraiment tunashukuru sana. Mungu abariki nchi yenye litupokea.
Na bariki kanisa yetu.
Na hii kanisa yetu endelee mzuri. Amen. Mungu abariki.